It's a place of safety, it's a place of love, and it's a community.
Hi, I'm Mel Pleachy and I'm the Head of Operations covering Ophelia House, which is delivered by Phoenix Futures. Ophelia House is a female-only, trauma-responsive residential service which opened in November 2023. So we carefully and sensitively designed Ophelia House to ensure the physical space promotes a sense of safety and is calming for the women accessing treatment and those who work here. Evidence shows that there are significant differences between men and women who use substances, and issues regarding access to treatment for women are widely documented. Women are more likely to have extensive histories of trauma and abuse, greater caregiving responsibilities, and are much more likely to encounter additional barriers such as stigma, housing instability, lack of childcare, and the fear of losing custody of their children. Ophelia House is a trauma-responsive therapeutic community specifically designed to meet the needs of women who require abstinence-based residential treatment over a 6-month period. Our all-female staff team help to facilitate a therapeutic community model where social relationships, daily structures and various activities are deliberately designed to support their health and well-being in a safe, supportive therapeutic environment.
Ophelia House in 3 words: beautiful,
loving, inspirational.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm a therapeutic worker at Ophelia House. The community's method approach is wonderful and brilliant because it challenges behaviours, and changing behaviours is what you have to do, and this is the place to do it. What the women learn here is tools to go and live a life worth living out there, and that's what I came to this job to do, is to empower women to be substance free and tell them that they can have a life worth living again. No matter what's happened in the past, no matter what's happened or what they've done, it can happen.
So I'm Chantal, one of the deputy managers at Ophelia House. Because a lot of women wouldn't want to go to a mixed rehab or would feel uncomfortable because they have a history of DV and kind of need that space where it is just women and just to kind of be themselves and allow themselves to open up and to feel safe. I think it's been huge.
We do a freedom programme here which is based on domestic violence, and we look at red flags, and what we do is help them to identify perpetrators of domestic violence if they don't realise they've been in a relationship that's coercive and controlling, and also give them the tools to recognise that early on in relationships.
My name is Natasha, I'm the counsellor in Ophelia House. As a counsellor, my responsibility is to offer one-to-one sessions to residents. Sometimes women are not ready to talk one-to-one in a room, so most therapeutic works I'm doing is during the communication with women, doing Recoveries for Nature program, which I'm also responsible for, so planting trees, and it is a therapeutic process, so not necessarily just talking, but other ways of communicating. Therapeutic community means that we work as a team, residents and the staff. So staff can guide a little bit, but generally speaking, it's just community as a family, like a big family. So it is difficult to explain what it is, you need to feel it. The feeling is very important, the values, honesty, support, challenging each other with love. So it's a totally different approach.
So the 3 months or 6 months here empowers them to take their recovery in their own hands and fight for what they want in their life, and anything's possible. And when they leave, we really like to form a pathway of aftercare where they either go into supported housing or in their local areas we find the support that they need to carry on in their journey. And that really is what Ophelia House is doing. It's pointing them in the right direction and telling them they're not alone.
And what's the best thing about your role?
the women. For someone that comes in and they're in their behaviours, you know, they're scared, they're angry, and they're displaying that behaviour, and then you see that change. It could be an encounter, it could be a group, it could be anything, but when you get that turnover and they start coming out their shell and they start taking them positive risks on themselves, and they are vulnerable and they allow themselves to be vulnerable, that's one of my best bits about my job.
I get to work with women every day at different stages of their recovery, and every day I get to go home and feel like I've actually made a difference.
I think I discover many things about myself every day. It's a job which is very deeply satisfying to see the difference in our residents when they graduate. It's beautiful. So.
There's so much more I could say about it, and you know, it's a new service, and it was beautiful. From the day I walked in it, I knew it was a beautiful place, and I knew it was going to do wonderful things, and I knew I wanted to be a part of it.
I came to Ophelia House struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. Ravi welcomed me with a warm hug, telling me it would be okay. A comfort I desperately needed as I faced the fear of the unknown. I was physically, mentally and spiritually broken. So much so, I nearly took my own life. But I took a leap of faith and trusted the process, and I'm glad that I did. The first few weeks were tough, but I began to settle in. My therapeutic worker, Nina, and the rest of the staff were kind and supportive. Over time, I faced my challenges and I grew. I've learnt so much about myself here. I confronted my demons, accepted them, and finally found peace. I know I'll always be a recovering addict, but it's no longer going to win. I'm looking forward to saying, no thank you. I don't drink and I don't take drugs. How liberating. I discovered a love for growing things in the greenhouse and will miss it. Now I live in the present with courage, confidence, self-worth, acceptance and gratitude. I've embraced meditation, nature and my inner child. I know I deserve a place in this world and I have so much to offer. In my 14 weeks at Ophelia, I've learnt something from every group and person. The staff's support, hard work and belief in me have been life-changing. I leave Ophelia House as a new person, ready to live my best life.